10 minutes or not? Oh god. Did I put it on 10 minutes? I hope I didn't.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this
Because
year.
I don't want long games.
This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
Alright, if it is set to 10 minutes, then...
At small forward, Marcus Morris. At the other forward position, Ersan Ilyasova. At shooting guard, Jody Meeks. At the other guard position, Brandon Jennings. At center, Andre Drummond. The head coach of the visiting team is Stan Van Gundy. At the small forward position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 25, Tavo Sabalosha. At guard, six.
There is a buzz in the air here at the Phillips Arena. Welcome everyone to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports.
Alright, so it is only
dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Ross.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
And Detroit looking at who they've got. Ross in at shooting guard. Aaron Baines out there with Johnson. Then it's Contavious Caldwell Pope, and it's Jackson in at the point.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Ross with a wide open look. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Hawks lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about...
Oh. Why is my thing up again? 2 KBs in game volume. Are you serious? Or are you serious? It's probably the PA volume. I don't know.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen.
Honestly, I'm not trying to get copyrighted.
Production on the court.
Copyrighted anything, so. But.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Detroit, Ross. He's in at shooting guard. Caldwell Pope out there with Johnson. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Jackson in at the point guard. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Johnson.
How does that not go in? Or not even, it barely even hit the rim.
The basketball, always a decent threat to score. His improvements in efficiency
I couldn't get that block.
were amazing. He increased his field goal accuracy from 41 to 47% in only 1 year. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Al Horford, he's checked in for Splitter. Millsap comes in for Scott. And Tavo Cephalosha subbed in for Justin Holiday. And a switcher also for Detroit. Drummond's checked in. To the middle, here's Ilyasova. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ilyasova's got 6 points. And we were talking about Ilyasova. There's a reason his field goal percentage went up last season. It wasn't necessarily better shooting. It was probably better shot selection.
And I think the scheme played to his strengths. Lots of ball movement, penetration, kicking out to open, spot-up shooters. Ersan showed us that's his kind of game.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
A wide-open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Jackson kicks to Ross. They set the pick. Ilyasova. He dishes it to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. Drummond with a screen on Millsap. For 3, Ross. Pistons keep it alive. Jackson passes to Drummond. Ross against Hardaway. Second shot opportunity.
Nope.
No good from Ross.
Still can't get my first bucket. My first
He's
point.
take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Jackson kicks to Ilyasova. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Atlanta making some changes. Kyle Korver is checked in for Hardaway. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Pistons. Jennings comes in for Jackson. Horford, no luck.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Ross with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Ross against Millsap. It's back to Jennings. Passes it to Ross. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Jennings with the bucket.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket. And then
I don't know why I like to
point
spin so
passing
much, though.
for the finish.
I just like it.
Detroit was a 32-50 record this season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
For 3, Ross gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses. And what a feeling it's got to be for this young player as that last bucket represents the first official score in the NBA from Ross.
Yeah, and you know, he can relax a little bit now. That first one is in the books. It won't be the biggest bucket he makes in his life, but man, it may be the most memorable.
I think you may be right about that. No matter how many thousands of them he winds up with, he'll never forget that first one.
Here is Jennings. Fires the 3. Here's Drummond. And
Put
the
back up.
officials
Nice.
whistle a
And
foul on
one.
the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Atlanta making some changes. He's making some changes here. And so we wrap up the first half.
And now,
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. A nice chunk of our offense in the first half came from the low post. And one thing that should definitely do for us in the third quarter is open things up on the perimeter. We should have a lot of room to operate outside. But we've shot the ball well, I'll give us that. And it's because we've had great shot selection. We've made really good choices with the ball. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. One more thing before I go.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson. Change here. Ross is checked in. Detroit leading by 4. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Cephalosha in at small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Here is Ross. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Drummond a screen. Jennings dishes to Drummond. Deep 2 from Ross.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Detroit, no good that time either.
And Al Horford is just a winner, guys. I mean, win 2 NCAA titles at his time playing for Florida. His teammates call him the Godfather because of how calm and quiet he is in terms of his leadership and the mentoring he provides. It's been the same here in the NBA.
Drummond the screen. There's the pass to Ross. Inside, here's Drummond, and he uses the glass on the layup. Drummond's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And that Florida team with Horford, Noah, and Corey Brewer, such a tight-knit group, all those guys still competing and defending at a very high level now in the NBA.
Each of those guys very team-first in their approach. That's what they're about, winning. And because they've experienced championship winning, they stay locked into that task.
Just 4 to shoot. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Jennings with the ball. Picked up by Teague for 3. Ross. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. And it's a 9-point Piston lead.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Picked by Horford. Teague drives in. Can't make good off the pick.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Jennings against Teague. Jennings can't get it to go.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Cephalosha misses.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Ross, that's good. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid in anything when it comes to basketball.
That'll be a Pistons timeout.
Sorry guys, I'm just being quiet, trying to focus, you know.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked. And so the Pistons take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped
at the end of games now they have
kind of rooting
against like at the beginning they have
and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about does it for the first
at the beginning. Sometimes at the beginning of games they have like a pregame talk, and then now they have a post-game talk. You'll
this
see.
is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
466 VZ.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Drummond. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
Well, Andre Drummond asserted himself in a big way in this game. He is a terrifying presence, and tonight he was fully motivated and engaged. His rebounding on both ends of the court has always been sensational. The man was just a monster in the paint.
Well, his shooting percentage up there in the high 50s speaks to how smart his shot selection was. It was really an intelligent game he played, plain and simple. It's all about protecting each possession, and he set the example for them with his excellent decision-making.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
Well, that's that. That's pretty. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, now that they got that to show the player of the game, talk about the guy that got player of the game. It's pretty cool that in that way of thinking. I got 9 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists on 8 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. 3 for 9 though, and 3 for 7 from the 3-point line. It's pretty bad. So, but I mean.